Welcome to the first Raw 2026. We're kicking off with a surprise. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels coming out here to open the show. To kick off a new year in WWE. After one hell of a show for New Year's Revolution, I reckon we can go back and check that out on the channel. What a way to kick off 2026 with that show. And we kick off the first Raw with Mr. WrestleMania, the Heartbreak Kid, the Hall of Famer, Shawn Michaels, coming out here to open the show. The question is, what does Michaels have to say? We're going to find out here, I guess, in a second. The fans are electric to see him. We'll see, well, I guess here, how Michaels going to say to kick off Raw tonight. And, well, what a year 2025 was, and what a year 2026 seems it's going to be. And what a show we have here for you to hear tonight. And, well, Triple H, you fans out here to just welcome these guys to the show and wish them all a happy new year, etc. But I've got a secret for you guys. Do you want to hear the secret? I know you do. I'm coming out of retirement. There, I said it. The bombshell has been dropped. You see, I ruined my legacy. I had the perfect send-off at WrestleMania with The Undertaker. And a great matchup, a great way to end it. I was satisfied with that, and then I ruined it. I came out of retirement, and it's been eating me alive ever since that I ruined my ending. I ruined perhaps the greatest ending anyone's ever got in this industry. And, well, I want to right that wrong. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels is coming out of retirement to rewrite that wrong, like I said, and also to hang and have some dream matches with people that are still here. And I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry, Triple H. Now, I didn't tell you this beforehand, but I just had to get it off my chest, and I thought the best way to drop the news was just to say it, get it out there. And what a Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels is back for one last run. And that's such a funny joke, man. Coming out of retirement, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, one last run. Like, who wants to see Gramson, or who wants to see Unk at a retirement home? Like, Shawn, what are you doing? Are you trying to, like, ruin your legacy even more? What legacy you even have left anymore? No one cares about you anymore, Shawn. You just run NXT. You're in the background. No one cares about you. You just kept away in the corner, kept quiet out of the public eye. No one cares about you, Shawn. These people don't care about you, and less than I don't care about your retirement run, kid. I'm going to stop you there. My gear's here tonight. Me and you in a main event. It's already done the second I get backstage, so you better come down to the ring, and I'm going to teach you a thing or two of respect here tonight. Shawn, what the hell was that? You better start explaining quickly, because I've not got time to deal with this right now. I've got stuff to do. I've got a match apparently to make official between you and Grayson Waller tonight's main event. You better be sure about this, Shawn, because I'm not going to watch you ruin your legacy even more like we did in Saudi, but you better explain them quick. Look, I know you're mad, and just hear me out. Look, you didn't get to end things the way you wanted to. You had to hang out your boots due to health issues, and I know that each your life. If you could get back in that ring and end it, maybe one more match to end it the way you want to, you would. I can, and I'm going to. So you better make the match official for tonight in the main event. I'm gonna kick some respect into Grayson Waller here tonight in the main event, and the Heartbreak Kid, whether I lose, win or draw tonight, is back for a retirement run, and I'm gonna prove that I still got and should end it the way I need to. And, well, after that shocking announcement from the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels to kick off the new year, we've got Dirty Dominic Mysterio out here for action. The self-proclaimed greatest luchador of all time. I was just the king of the luchadors, the greatest Mysterio of all time is what he calls himself these days. And, well, Dirty Dom last week on Raw picked up a victory, and tonight is facing the other half of Axiom and Axiom after what happened in the match with Nathan Fraser. Well, you can see Dominic Mysterio joined by Liv Morgan, the former Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Obviously, she was defeated by Rhea Ripley to lose that title, but Liv Morgan seems in high spirits despite losing that title. Maybe it's all an act. Maybe she's just trying to cope with losing that title by focusing her energy on Dirty Dom and the Judgment Day. But the question is, can they get the victory here tonight? Obviously, Dominic Mysterio looking to get another victory. The self-proclaimed king of the luchadors, like I said, is taking on a luchador here tonight in Axiom in our first matchup at Raw in 2026. Well, Dominic would love nothing more than to win and enter the new year the way he believes seems fit for everyone, which is Dominic Mysterio on top as he helps Liv Morgan into the ring. And this is the difference between Liv Morgan and the relationship with Rhea Ripley that Dirty Dom have. Liv reciprocates. That's what Liv Morgan said. And that's why Dominic is still with her. That's why this relationship is more of a relationship than one with Rhea, because Rhea controlled Dominic Mysterio. Liv Morgan lets Dominic be Dominic Mysterio. Well, Dominic Mysterio, out here for action, like I said. Let's get Axiom out here. So, like I said, on the last Raw 2025, Nathan Fraser faced Dominic Mysterio, but came up short on the night. It was a great matchup. Honestly, Dominic Mysterio cheated to win. And tonight, it's going to be the other half of Fraxium in Axiom, facing Dirty Dom. And what these two, their mantra is never slow down. And what they are a blur. And if you take your eyes off the action, you're going to miss a lot when these two are in the ring. As you can see, Nathan Fraser joining Axiom at ringside due to the antics of Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan. He knows that better than anyone as to what happened with Liv Morgan distracting Nathan Fraser and Dominic to get the victory. But can Axiom find more success against Nathan Fraser? So these two, an up-and-coming tag team of impressive as we've seen, and are undefeated in the tag team scene. And many people believe these two are future tag team champions in 2026. We're going to get this one underway. Axiom versus Dominic Mysterio to kick off Raw in 2026. In our first matchup. Let's see who can come out on top in this one. Well, as this one is underway, the crowd are chanting for Dirty Dom. Well, he's a lovable bad guy, I guess you could say. It's Dominic Mysterio in control, looking for a cut over tie-up here with Axiom. A different way this matchup starting than expected. We also need to talk about the announcement we just heard from Shawn Michaels that he's coming out of retirement to rewrite the wrong of the way it ended all the way back in Saudi all those years ago in that tag team match with Triple H against the Brothers of Destruction. As Axiom here with the speed and the agility here, getting control of the matchup at this point. Well, Dominic Mysterio cannot quite do that himself. That's why him calling himself the King of the Luchadors could be seen as hypocritical by some. And what Axiom's probably out here, might have twisted the shoulder or tore the shoulder there of Axiom after driving it into the mat as Liv Morgan at ringside cheering on Dirty Dominic Mysterio as always. That's Dirty Dom now looking to snap there, and there's a boot across the mask there. So blatant sign of disrespect to Axiom. That's Liv Morgan. Now what's she doing here? Liv Morgan with a kendo stick from underneath the ring as Axiom getting back into this one with some huge chops. Looking for a huge kick there, but there's a boot by Dirty Dom. And throws a pat of the referee, throws the kendo stick back to ringside as Dirty Dom sit out spine buster here into the cover right in front of Nathan Fraser. But Axiom kicks out two there. Like I said, Nathan Fraser and Axiom in the tag team division are undefeated since coming to the main roster, as Dominic Mysterio with a Hurricane Runner there. And Dom now just telling the crowd to be quiet as Dominic Mysterio proclaims that he's the king of the Luchadors after that Hurricane Runner there. Dom looking for a huge boot there, but Axiom blocks as Axiom looking to show why he might be the future of Lucha Libre. A huge springboard crossbody there as the Spaniard takes flight there. That's what it is. Liv Morgan now showing why she is here at ringside. It's starting to turtle wall arm drag there from Dirty Dom. A little bit of Lucha Libre action from himself. There's a jawbreaker though from Dirty Dom. See, one thing that Axiom would stand for as well is a blatant disrespect to not only the Luchadors but also to his own father in Dirty Dom, as Axiom would have huge respect for the legendary Rey Mysterio. So Axiom may have been, just got driven face first into the mat. His nose may have busted on an impact. I heard a crack, and Axiom may not be in a good way to DDT from Dirty Dom. Now into a cover now on the Spanish superstar. But Axiom kicks out to keep this matchup alive. And what Axiom does not seem good after that huge, getting his face driven into the mat. Dominic Mysterio looking for a super kick there and gets it. And the crowd will see booing Dominic Mysterio out the building, but he does not care. Well, the question is, are we going to see what Shawn Michaels said in that main event? Are we going to see the Heartbreak Kid in action against Grayson Waller, who came out and interrupted him as Axiom trying to get back into this matchup here? This is a huge flash knee strike there. Axiom looked for early in the match, now looking to return the favour to Dirty Dom. Looking to drive his shoulder into the mat. They may have dislocated it himself there. But there's Liv Morgan again, paying dividends for Dirty Dom, getting involved in this matchup. As Dom sends Axiom into the corner, but what's the pattern? The referee may have had enough. And it's sending Liv Morgan to ringside, but there's a cover by Axiom. And well, that's been a 3 count. And by the time Rosa Parker got into the cover, Dominic Mysterio kicks out, and we're done now. There's a huge kick to the midsection, and a boot there to the midsection again. As that's now rolls to ringside, and well, Dominic Mysterio, well, now just mocking the crowd here. May believe he's got the matchup won, as Dom are telling Axiom to get back into the ring, and Axiom is going to do so, and Axiom starts into the ring, looking for a Spanish fly, but this Dominic Mysterio with the reversal with some huge back elbows to the side of the head. As Dom looking for a huge right hand, but Axiom catches it, and these two now looking to exchange shots as Axiom asks Dominic Mysterio to bring it. There's a huge right hand there from Axiom. Well, I think Axiom's doing some open palms, slaps to Dominic Mysterio, just pissing off Dirty Dom even more. Axiom now. I went for that huge slap again, but Dominic Mysterio catches it, and Dom now caught by Axiom. He starts him again as Dom now. Super kick there again. To gain control of the matchup. As Dom now looking to gain control. Well, stay in control. There's a huge right knee though from Axiom. The Spaniard now, what's he thinking there? The Spaniard looking for a double underhook German suplex there. Axiom is now in control of this matchup. As Dominic Mysterio sent into the corner here by Axiom. What has Axiom got planned here? As I see now, sends Dominic Mysterio into the middle of the ring. Axiom looking to fly springboard. Crossbow, looking for a lariat there, I should say. As I see now, maybe looking to put this one away here, maybe looking for the golden ratio at some point in this matchup to win it. As Axiom again looking for this double underhook suplex into the cover this time. But Dominic Mysterio kicks out there just about. And what Axiom in control of this matchup now. He sends Dirty Dom into the corner here. And Axiom with Dominic Mysterio to the top rope here. As Axiom looking to go big here. Looking for a Spanish fly from the top rope. Maybe looking to put this one away if he connects with this one. As Dirty Dom at the mercy of Axiom. I mean, avalanche Spanish fly. Into the cover now. Both men crashing and burning. But Dom just kicks out. Well, Axiom was on his way to victory there, but Dominic Mysterio just about got the shoulders up in time. They kick out of that huge avalanche Spanish fly. Dominic Mysterio sent off the ropes now. There's another Spanish fly by Axiom into the cover again. But Dom again just kicks out. It's one Nathan Fraser showing on Axiom as Axiom goes to the top rope. Axiom looking for a crossbody, but crashing and burning there was Axiom. And well, Dominic Mysterio trying to rip off the mask. He tried to tear the mask of Axiom, blatant disrespect to the luchador. And Dom again just telling the crowd to shut up and be quiet. As Dom looking for a huge right hand. Axiom catches him though, and Axiom with a golden ratio into the cover to defeat Dirty Dom. But Dominic just kicks out. But Axiom can't believe it. He thought that was it. And Dominic may have been busted open from that impact. As I see now, top rope looking for an elbow drop and connects with it. As I see him now in control of this matchup. Dominic sort of pushes the Spaniard away. They got that super kick. Axiom out the way, and Axiom runs through looking for a Hurricane Runner on his own and gets it. Well, could Axiom be on his way to a victory over Dirty Dom as Axiom's fired up here? Got a crowd behind him. Looking for a shooting star press that connects with it. Impressive there from Axiom. And now as Dom into the corner here. I think Dominic may have been busted open himself. As Dom now just on repeated stomps into the midsection. Dominic looks pissed off at this point in the matchup here. And Dom now again just riding some huge boots down to Axiom. Well, Nathan Fraser mouthing off at Dominic Mysterio at ringside, but Dominic Mysterio, a huge crossbody taking out Nathan Fraser. And Dom now with some boots to the face. And Axiom getting out the ring to check on his tag team partner, and Dominic Mysterio back into the ring. And Dom now, well, he may not like it, but that was smart from Dominic Mysterio. Distracted Axiom, who connects now with a 619 to Axiom. Well, Dominic Mysterio may cheating of a victory That's done now with the frog splash. And Dominic Mysterio gets the victory. Well, you may not like the method, but you cannot deny the outcome. That is Dominic Mysterio with another victory. This time with an evil half of Axiom and Axiom. When Nathan Fraser was mouthing off at Dominic Mysterio and got a crossbody for his troubles after Liv Morgan got involved in this matchup plenty of times to get kicked out of the match. And also some boots to the face to keep him down to also catch the attention of Axiom, who stood out to the outside of the ring to check on Nathan Fraser and stop Dirty Dom. But in the process, got caught as he slid back into the ring. The 619 connected into the frog splash. And that was all she wrote for our first matchup of 2026. Well, many people won't like the way the year started off here on Raw, but Dominic was so with a victory. But like I said, you cannot deny the outcome. You may not like the methods, but you cannot deny the smarts and also the outcome. Like I said, the win is a win in the eyes of Dominic Mysterio. He doesn't care about the way he gets them. All he cares about is that he does win. And could this year be the year of Dirty Dom? Could he find championship success? This is a big moment. I see him going out to ringside, caught by Dirty Dom. And then here was the 619 connected, which was pretty much the beginning of the end of this matchup. As Dom would go to the top rope, connect with the frog splash. And Nathan Fraser was still down at ringside. There was the 1, the 2, and then the 3. As Dirty Dom kicks off 2026 with a big victory. And while he still will be feeling the delusion, I guess you could say, that he is the king of the luchadors, had done a victory over Axiom. Pierce, Leo, I've been looking for you all night. Where you been? What was that? Giving Brock a match against Cena for the title when all he did was turn up and hit him with an F5, and now he's champion. We had one champion that barely showed up. Now you're giving the championship to a guy who's never going to show up. What is wrong with you, Pierce? Are you stupid? Are you an idiot or something? I should be champion right now. You should have given me the match. The man who deserves it. The man that will show up for this brand. And I need to compose myself before I do something stupid. I told you, if you didn't give me the match, that's going to be a problem for you. And I said, what you pulled, giving Brock the match, I don't care what the excuse is. I don't care what you're going to say. It should have been me out there with Cena. Could have made it a triple threat match. I would have won the match up and been the champion. This brand would have been proud of a man that you could have been proud of being champion. Seth, I get where you're angry. It was above me, his decision. I know you said you don't care about what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to give you the reasons. All I'm going to say is, Seth, if you want the championship shot, go out there and earn it, and I'll make it official. Look, I've got a lot to deal with here on Raw, with Shawn Michaels just coming out of retirement. I've got a lot to deal with. I've got Grayson Waller running his mouth backstage, trying to get out of the match that he dug himself into, and also trying to getting ahead of people backstage, trying to make him seem like he's going to win the match. I don't get what he's doing, but also the stuff with Austin Theory, with the attack on him. I've got so much to deal with, Seth, so please be patient. Go out there when I give you a matchup, earn the shot. It'll be UV Brock. Whenever that can be done, if Cena doesn't want to get the shot first, you're up next to the title if you earn it. if I earn it. As if I didn't go for months of Cena dodging me, ducking me to get that title match in the first, and then Punk screwed me out a bit after I dealt with Punk, and Pierce, you're really testing my patience, and I told you I'm going to be a problem for you if you didn't give that matchup, and while you dug your own bed. If I'm going to have to do this my way, I'm going to do it my way. I'll see you next week, and hopefully we're on the same page. And after those, I guess you could say valid complaints from, Seth Rollins backstage to Adam Pearce to the Brock Lesnar situation, we now have a triple threat match in their hands here. 3 women looking to becoming the future, now I guess you could say, of WWE, and one of them is Roxanne Perez, who's been impressive ever since debuting on the main roster. She's won many matchups, and I don't think she's lost. Or maybe she's lost, and she's lost in moments where she didn't deserve to lose, maybe in her mind, but I can't tell you if she is undefeated since debuting, but I think she might be. If not, she's only lost a handful of matchups, if that. But Roxanne Perez has been impressive, like I said, since debuting, and could she be a future champion? Well, tonight, one of these 3 women, I'm going to tell you, are going to earn a title shot against Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. And whatever this matchup gets an opportunity at a champion in the near future, whenever the time comes around, whether that's on next week's Monday Night Raw, whether that's a PLE, that's for Adam Pearce to decide. And out next is Miss Parker, who also has been impressive since debuting, has won many, many matchups herself, and well, what a superstar she is in the making. And like I told you, she's won many matchups similar to Roxanne Perez. And well, Miss Parker tonight with the confidence, the swag, bringing it down to the ring as always. But the game faces on for Jada, who knows what's on the line here tonight. A shot at Rhea Ripley. Those don't come by too often to earn yourself a title shot. But one of these three women are going to do so. And what Adam Pearce believes that these three women deserve an opportunity. Three women that are the future of the industry. As what Jada tells people to clock it, that it's her time. Now, well, she's been putting up the performances to show that it is her time. The question is, can she win the triple threat match here tonight? Well, Miss Parker was successful down in NXT to win the triple threat match all those months ago. But now she's facing Roxanne Perez, and the next woman out here is going to be the third and final opponent for this triple threat match, and it's going to be Lola Vice, who last time we saw her defeated Bayley with a vicious spinning backflip with busted open Bayley in that matchup. Well, speaking of Bayley, she's been on a losing streak. Well, last year, 2026 could be the year of Bayley that she turns it around, but we need to see her in action. And Lola Vice tonight, the woman that, like I said, beat her on Monday Night Raw a few weeks ago, that busted her open with a vicious and a emphatic spinning back fist, which ended the matchup the second it hit. There was no counting. You could have counted to 100. Bayley would have not got back to her feet, or let alone lifted up her shoulder. But Lola Vice, Roxanne Perez, and obviously Jada Parker, the three women tonight, it could be the challengers, or one of the challengers, a challenger, like I keep getting that wrong, a challenger for Rhea Ripley in the near future. And Lola Vice going straight after Roxanne Perez here, when it seems, these two have formed an unofficial alliance on Roxanne against. There we go, it's over. Just like that, a strike from Lola Vice. Roxanne Perez, the referee, certainly getting in the way. There's a monkey flip there by Roxanne Perez, a boot to the face of Jada Parker. This one's going to be a fast-paced, highly competitive match as well. Roxanne Perez finds herself exactly where she doesn't want to be. She floats that, gets out of that one there, but right into the path of Lola Vice. So looking to take down Jada Parker with a kick there to miss it. But it is a strike there from Roxanne Perez. There's some forearms to the chest of Lola Vice. That's Perez now in the corner here. A forearm to the face of Lola Vice. What runs in is Jada Parker with a bulldog there, catching it unaware. Roxanne Perez off guard, and a leg drop there gets it this time. And Lola Vice getting back to her feet, thinking that might have been a pinfall. It's Lola Vice now back suplex there to Jada Parker. Well, Lola Vice missing a huge forearm strike there. Roxanne Perez getting out of the way that one. Thankfully for her, with Jada Parker now looking to get out of her weapon, and Roxanne Perez has noticed that, and Perez catching her, she gets back into her with her back elbow there to the lower back as well. Lola Vice just trying to get ringside, and a pinfall here in the ring, a Hurricane Rod into the pinfall, but Lola Vice breaks it up to save the matchup for herself and also Jada Parker. As the ropes goes Perez, kick there, reverse, Perez, wheelbarrow, bulldog there, busted open Lola Vice early in this matchup, and Jada Parker now, forearm strike there, huge chop, but Perez, what a scrappy Roxanne Perez, goes Parker into the corner, and Jada Parker is sent into the other corner here as Lola Vice catches her, almost catches her with the knee strike there, but Perez, DDT, and Perez sending the assault knees to the midsection of Jada Parker. Sees an opportunity in this one, but Jada Parker running to the ringside, has to return her attention back to Lola Vice, who gets her. Jada Parker back into the ring. Lola Vice body something there. Some huge combination strikes there by Lola Vice, but it's Jada Parker with one lariat, but a sweep of the leg there. That's Perez now. Russian leg sweep to Lola Vice, simple but effective. Well, Perez looking to show what she learned down in NXT. Keeping both women on the ground, and keeping eyes on both. In the triple threat match, you have to have eyes in the back of your head, and it didn't. Well, Roxanne Perez didn't use those there for herself, and she gets caught by a bulldog there. That's Perez now off the ropes. Lola Vice gets her, rolls her through. Boot to the midsection. And one of the device things that could be all she wrote. But Perez kicks out to her. Jada Parker gets a cheer out from ringside. So no disqualifications in a triple threat match. Anything goes to Jada Parker now in the corner. Looking to tee off at Lola Vice. And what Perez here with a kendo stick in hand, but caught with a huge shot before that strike could connect with a kendo stick. As the speed of Jada Parker coming into play. As Jada now driving Perez face first into the mat. So Lola Vice for a moment is busted open in this one. Jada Parker with the strength now. Turns our attention back to Perez, so it gets to there. As Perez boots to the midsection there. Now boot to the face of Lola Vice. And with Perez arm and herself, as so does Lola Vice, both of them now with kendo sticks in hand. There's Perez. So Lola Vice gets back into the ring, and this is why from Perez, going after the legs here with a kendo stick and a shot there to the lower back. And a shot again to the midsection. And one for Jada. And another one there's both of them are down in the ring here. As Perez flies in looking to catch them both, but Perez caught with his strike. Overhand chop. Snap suplex. Floats over into the cover. Perez at one there though. Jada Parker now. Kick to the midsection here, looking to go off the ropes here. Jada looking to fly in with a huge blockbuster there, neck breaker variation. As Jada runs over Roxanne Perez there. But Perez out the way though, boot to the midsection. Now Perez senses the opportunity here. And paid a needy to. Into the cover, Lola Vice is on the outside of the ring to win the triple threat match early. But Jada kicks out the right too. Well, Roxanne Perez staying in the assault here. As Lola Vice. You get the crowd behind her, but Roxanne Perez looking to lock in the ring to Saturn submission hold here in the ring. But Lola Vice saves the matchup for herself, and also Jada Parker again. As Lola Vice misses that huge shot. Driven into the corner by Roxanne Perez. And a huge forearm strike there. And Perez takes Jada Parker down. And Perez Meteora. Stomps over the midsection. Going to the top rope here is Roxanne Perez looking to win this triple threat match for a second time. A huge frog splash off the top to Lola Vice. But Jada Parker back to her feet. Breaks at the pinfall just in time. As Jada Parker now catches Perez. Looking for a Falcon. Arrow to the Prodigy. So a nice Lola Vice and Jada Parker in the ring. And Jada Parker now with Lola Vice in the corner with a kendo stick, throwing it, misses the shot though. I don't think it connected, but Jada Parker now going to the high rank district here. In for a big shot here. To Lola Vice. And Perez though with a huge clothesline, but didn't really get it. It was more of a glancing shot to Jada Parker, but Perez over the top. Throwing strike there again. And a spinning kick there reverse. Thrown to the face of her own. And Jada now sends Perez into the corner. Busts open Roxanne Perez in this one. That's Jada now. And we can set up the teardrop here. She connects with this, it could be all over. And Jada Parker now building up at a head of steam, looking for a teardrop. As Lola Vice out ringside here. And Jada Parker now looking for Hypnotic, but Lola Vice is back in the ring. As Jada now connects with Hypnotic into the cover. But like I said, there's Lola Vice to save the matchup. I think that could have been all she wrote if it wasn't for Lola Vice. As Lola, huge kick there, Jada Parker though, avoids it, keeps running though, stays on the assault, misses the clothesline. And Lola Vice now looking for that huge kick, but Jada Parker on the ropes, and Perez here trying to steal it, rolls her up here, moved off the ring. But Lola Vice kicks at her at one. And wheelbarrow here. Plants her face first, and Perez again into another cover here. Doesn't realize that Jada Parker is on her feet. Who breaks at the pinfall. What Roxanne Perez seems to be getting a little bit annoyed. This matchup is not done yet. Huge shot there again. As Perez now caught there by Jada Parker. And Perez now off the ropes. Jada Parker now caught there by Roxanne Perez. Now that's a abdominal stretch here to Jada Parker. Let's try how wise this is. And a stronger and larger woman in the ring. And there's the power of Jada Parker getting out of that one. It's Lola Vice now. Well, was back in the ring, but there's an armbar knocked in. Trying to dislocate the shoulder maybe. As Lola Vice has got a kendo stick in hand as Jada Parker going to the top rope. As Lola Vice Jada Parker doesn't seem too happy as Roxanne Perez now getting back to her feet, but Lola Vice trying to stop her from going after the top, and inadvertently does so. As all three women just exchanging shots in the middle of the ring. Jada Parker now, and Roxanne Perez on top of her shoulders, drops to her throat first across the ropes. The chop block there by Lola Vice to the front of the knee there, may have jammed it. But Jada Parker, the only woman in this matchup not busted open. Lola Vice now need to put this one away. And Jada Parker kicks out there low at 2. And Perez can see at ringside, waiting for an opportunity to strike as Jada Parker though. And Perez sees this as an opportunity as Jada Parker launches her away. And with Jada Parker now looking to take advantage of something there as Roxanne Perez driven face first into the corner again. That's what busted her open the first time round. Huge knee. And she's down in the corner here as Lola. Kick there to the midsection. And there's the axe kick. And Lola now was on her way to victory, but Perez back to her feet though. Net breaker to Lola Vice. And Roxanne Perez tried to steal it here. I did the axe kick to the back of the head. But Jada kicks out there at 2. And Lola Vice here. And with the crowd behind her at ringside, but she needs to stay focused on this matchup as it chop block there to Perez, who didn't see it coming. But Parker, Miss Parker in control of the match as Perez walks to the ringside. And Jada now looking to put this one away. Kendall's 6th strike to Lola Vice. But Lola gets out of that one, and well, Perez was hopeless to save the match, but that was enough. And Perez with a huge shot there. What is Perez thinking? They're looking to use maybe Lola Vice as a weapon here. Both women in the corner looking to send Lola Vice crashing into Jada Parker, and does so. As both women crash head first there in the corner. Well, Perez here sizing up Lola Vice, looking for this flip. Sent on. Hooks leg into the cover. But Lola just keeps the matchup alive there. Well, what a triple threat match we're seeing between these three women. Like I said, these three women are the future of the industry. I should have Parker with another kendo stick in hand. I should have now. Caught catches Roxanne Perez with a huge shot across the head into the cover. Of Perez out at 1 there. Didn't quite rock her as much as Jada Parker thought it did, as Jada now plants her. And Roxanne Perez now, what you thinking of Roxanne Perez now? Jada Parker on the top, Perez here going big. As Perez looking for a Hurricane Rana to Miss Parker. And gets it. As Jada Parker rolls out the ring. Lola Vice back to her feet now, catches Perez. The fans are showing their appreciation for this great matchup as well. Lola Vice, what we think of putting this one away here. As they're looking for the spinning back fist. And gets it. That's what put away Bailey. Would it put away Roxanne Perez, who's been busted open in this one. And there is the winner. Lola Vice knocks out Roxanne Perez to get the victory. What and done. That's the danger of Lola Vice in that spinning back fist. It only takes one. And that's what awaits Rhea and Ripley. At some point in the near future, Lola Vice will get an opportunity. And what I think Perez was moments away from getting the victory. If Jada Parker didn't roll out to ringside, I think Perez would have had the matchup done. I think she's going to look for pop rocks. But then she turned around, got caught by Lola Vice with a bulldog planted her into the mat. And then, after already been busted open, and this one's been driven face first into the turnbuckle, a spinning back fist turns the lights up for Roxanne Perez. And Lola Vice gets a victory. And like I said, earns herself a title shot. This was the beginning of the end here. Lola Vice planted face first. And then Perez off the top with a Hurricane Run. And this was after the spinning back fist. And that was all she wrote here tonight. Jada Parker at ringside helpless. And Lola Vice is 2 for 2. And gets herself a title shot at Rhea Ripley. I'm going to say well deserved after winning the triple threat match here tonight. Man, well, it's time to conclude the first Raw 2026 in which Grayson Waller and Effect is in full effect to our main event. And what the question is the Aussie icon about to take on the Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels here tonight. After all, Grayson Waller interrupted Shawn Michaels earlier tonight to announce that he's back full time to compete, to end things how it should have been ended the first time round on his terms of not ruining his legacy. And Grayson Waller came out and just blatantly disrespected the Hall of Famer, the legend of the industry. Grayson Waller wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Shawn Michaels, who did in the 80s, 90s, 2000s and 2010s up until he retired the first time round. And well, Grayson Waller tonight is looking to get a huge feather in his cap. Defeating a Hall of Famer in Shawn Michaels is a big thing for him. He can end the dream and, well, the pipe dream, I guess you could call it, of Shawn Michaels right now, where it is. And, well, here he comes for the first time since 2018. The Heartbreak Kid is in in-ring competition. This time it's not a tag team match. This time it's a one-on-one match with Grayson Waller, with the fans fully behind the Heartbreak Kid, who said earlier tonight, my ring gear is here tonight. Let's go. Me and you in our main event. And Grayson Waller gladly accepted because he feels like he's got the easiest victory he's ever got. Well, there's just one thing to talk about for Grayson Waller is that the disappearance and the attack of Austin Theory a month or two ago now in a parking lot. And Adam Pearce believes that Grayson Waller was the number one culprit of that. But Grayson said that he has, an alibi, and that he wasn't the man who took out Austin Theory, as him and Theory were struggling to get wins in the tag team division. Well, Grayson Waller didn't seem too displeased that Austin Theory is not around anymore after being taken out and put on the shelf, but that's one thing for another day. Now we need to turn our attention back to Shawn Michaels, the Raw main event, the first Raw 2026, as the Heartbreak Kid still got it in him, as we're about to find out. And fans are 100% going to be behind Shawn Michaels, there's no doubt about that. Let's get this one underway. And where we're going, Grayson Waller already mouthing off at the legendary Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, who is looking to teach some respect to Grayson Waller here tonight. He's locking up with the young gun. And Grayson Waller, to show how wise this is, not Austin Theory, obviously Grayson Waller is younger than him, is stronger, is faster. But the Heartbreak Kid with the experience, reminding Grayson Waller of who he is right now. With a wrist lock, but Grayson Waller turns it around with the strength of his own there now, looking to sweep the leg hit maybe of Shawn Michaels, is trying to get out this hold here. As Grayson Waller's just mouthing off at Shawn Michaels, you can't hear him, but I can see Grayson Waller there just mouthing off at the Heartbreak Kid. As they're locking up here, as Shawn Michaels with a switch from behind with a wrist lock, and now Shawn into a side headlock. But the Heartbreak Kid seemingly has still got it inside the ropes in the wrestling game. Something that you maybe never lose, as Shawn Michaels off the ropes, so Grayson Waller catches him, but spine buster to gain control of the matchup, and just like that, the Aussie icon is in control. And going straight after the legs of Shawn Michaels, taking out the aerial assaults that Shawn Michaels used to do in his heyday, and also the sweet chin music. As Grayson Waller now in control, some more disrespect here, mouthing off and booting Shawn Michaels in the face. And there's one thing I want to talk about is that Grayson Waller would have been taught by Shawn Michaels down in NXT. Shawn would have passed on some wisdom to him before he came up to the main roster. And right now, Grayson Waller looked for his own sweet chin music there. As that Grayson Waller sent into the corner here by the Heartbreak Kid, who's trying to get in this matchup now, as Shawn Michaels does some huge right hands, but Grayson Waller turns it around, there's one of his own. And there's this rolling back elbow there. Now choking away at the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The question is, how much has the Heartbreak Kid still got? Is there still life in the old dog? Yeah, basically, that's the saying. Hitting out an uppercut there, drop Shawn to the mat. And Grayson Waller again taking the opportunity to mouth off to the WWE Universe. We're 110% behind Shawn Michaels tonight, but Michaels back to his feet. They're saying to Austin Theory. I keep saying Austin Theory, just what I talked about. Mouthing off to Grayson Waller. Is that all you've got? As Michaels with some huge shots at Grayson Waller though again. Stopping Michaels from rallying, looking for a DDT, but Michaels, some punches to the midsection, breaks out of it there. Michaels now dodged there by Grayson Waller though. He's looking good in this one so far as Waller now He has the icon here looking for a snap suplex and connects with it. And believes that might be enough here. But Michael kicks out at 2 there. That was also what we call mind games, as now a crossface being knocked in it by the Aussie icon to Shawn Michaels in the middle of the ring. Trying to wait around and submit Shawn Michaels in this one. As Michaels are trying to use and figure out the way out of this submission hold again, like he once did in his career. The punch to the face though breaks it, but the damage may have been done to Michaels. He's trying to rally in this one. This is a huge shot there though, and Grayson Waller takes advantage of it. Some huge back elbows. The switching music caught by Michaels. Says, nah, you're not doing that to me. That's caught there by Grayson Waller though. And Michaels fights out of it there. And Shawn trying to rally in this one with some huge chops as Michaels is looking to go. Michaels should have get some gas going in the tank as a back elbow drops Grayson Waller to the mat and fires it over a huge knee. As Michaels has a crowd behind him. You can imagine that Triple H is watching with gritted teeth backstage. And there's Michaels with the Luthes press. Head to Grayson Waller. This one's only been going for about 4 minutes. It's been a great matchup so far as Michaels now looking to lock in a figure 4, but Grayson Waller turns it around there. And Waller now in control again. Going straight on the assault here. And a forearm strike there. That made us bust it open, Shawn Michaels. It has done. Well, that isn't good for the Heartbreak Kid. As Grayson Waller looking to exasperate the wound here. As Waller now again looking to go to the window, but Michaels a dragon screw takedown there to Grayson Waller. Just Shawn Michaels tonight looking to not only get back, and sure that he can still go inside the ring, and that this retirement run is not going to be a mistake, not only to himself but to the fans and also to Triple H backstage. As Michaels with a huge punch there. As Shawn's saying again, is that they've got playing some mind games of his own here. It's a huge back suplex there from Shawn. Into the cover hit on Grayson Waller now. But Waller kicks out there at 2. Well, who thought we'd see Shawn Michaels in the ring again? But 2026, a new year, brings around different opportunities for superstars, and Michaels looking to get the ending that he needs. It's a DDT there from Waller. And Waller again he never just stays focused on the match. He has to mouth off at the crowd. That's the issue with Grayson Waller. So the fans don't respect him as Waller again looking for a DDT, but Michaels again fighting out of it. As Shawn Michaels now grabs the arm, knocks it a crossface submission out of his own here to Grayson Waller. Will Waller submit though? That's a question. Middle of the ring. And Grayson Waller though rolls it through. And Michaels dazed, losing blood, but there's a super kick there. Not quite the switcher music, but it rocks Michaels, and there's a huge back suplex of his own now as Grayson Waller has a heartbreak hit on the ropes there. You can see that wound opening up on the side of the head. That isn't good for Michaels. Now being choked on the ropes by Grayson Waller. Has to the counter fight about Roster Patter to break the hold and does so, and launches him into the middle of the ring. Well, Grayson Waller now looking to fly in with the elbow drop here, looking to put away the Heartbreak Kid with the elbow drop. And press the death from Waller. But Shawn Michaels kicks out. Well, that wound is opening up bad. Steve Roster Patter checking on Michaels there for a second, seeing if he can still go in the ring. Can imagine that Triple H is sweating even more backstage right now watching this one. Not only that, but Shawn Michaels' family is again. This DDT being reversed hit by Shawn Michaels. He knows how to get out of this one. The experience of Shawn Michaels is now laying in with some huge chops here. As Shawn now off the ropes. Grayson Waller though catches Michaels. Was perhaps looking for a net breaker there. And Waller again. Drops Michaels to the mat now. Grayson Waller to the end. Grayson Waller looking for a Hell's Gate submission hold. Michaels no stranger to this one. And a battle threat with the Undertaker throughout the years. You know, just watching this matchup with great interest, and hoping that Michaels can get the end that he deserves. Michaels was sure looking for switcher music. Grayson Waller out of the way, and Grayson Waller flatliner there to Michaels. Into the cover again here. And Michaels again no kicks out. And well, Shawn was a second away from hitting the switcher music there. Grayson Waller almost got caught as Michaels getting back to his feet. As Waller now going after the arm here, drops it into the mat there now, looking to work on it here. A Fusion Roll armbar, yanking back on the shoulder and the arm here. Well, Michaels is just was struggling in this one, I guess you could say, as Michaels gets back to his feet, but Grayson Waller now teeing away with some huge shots to Shawn. So Michaels catches a super kick, and Shawn this time, Dragon Screw gets out of it, and Michaels trying to get the crowd behind him, and now we've got a drop there to Grayson Waller. It's a heartbreaker now in this one. Looking for a Russian leg, so simple but effective there for Michaels. Well, Shawn now, what's he thinking next? So Shawn going middle rope, but not going top rope just yet, looking for the elbow drop as Michaels mouthing off himself here at Grayson Waller. And Shawn looking to fight, looking for a Hurricane Rana, but Grayson Waller catches him, and Waller plants him. That may have been a mistake. Well, Shawn looking to use the higher flying offense that he once did in his career. As Grayson Waller now says this one's over. Looking to put this one away here. Looking for the stunner. Looking to just show it a little bit here. First up is Grayson Waller looking to go for the ropes. And connects with a stunner. He's all she wrote. But Michaels somehow, some way kicks out. Well, Grayson Waller now mouthing off that rod to pat the referee. Seeing that should have been a 3. And well, Michaels looking to rally as Shawn with a crowd behind him. Michaels now, classic Heartbreak Kid. As Michaels now goes to the top. Can he connect? With the elbow drop. Into the cover. But Waller kicks out. Well, what a matchup this has been in our main event. But they give it to Grayson Waller. They may not like him, but he's hanging in a room with one of the greatest of all time in Shawn Michaels. As Michaels now looking for a suplex here, and gets it. And Shawn now with the crowd behind him, trying to rally here. But Grayson Waller with a kick there to the face, catches Michaels unaware, and now punch to the face, looking for "You're prettier." And Michaels again somehow kicks out, and Grayson Waller's asking what more does he have to do. And Waller now, what's he doing? Grayson now looking to perhaps look for a switch of music of his own, but Michaels connects with the switch of music into the cover. But Waller kicks out. I don't think Michaels quite got all of it. It was more of a glancing shot than the usual full-on connection. There's enough distance between them two that it didn't fully connect to Michaels. He's now looking to rally in this one. Trying to stay in control of this matchup as Waller though. Looking for the suplex here. Hoists up Michaels. He slips behind. A chop block there. And when Michaels size it up, switch your music again. And can Michaels do it? Tuning the band. Switch your music again. 1, 2, 3. And Shawn Michaels has done it. He's won a match in the main event of Monday Night Raw in 2026 to kick off the retirement run. The way Michaels wanted to, with a victory to show that he still can go. But Grayson Waller pushed Michaels to his limits here tonight. A great show from Grayson Waller, showing why he is an underrated superstar here in WWE. Can hang in the ring with the very best, and almost had Michaels beat many occasions. But the issue for Grayson Waller, like I mentioned, is the attitude, the ego. Yeah, he was in control of the match. He complained to the referee at one point, which almost cost him the match. And every time he didn't get a free, he mouthed off, he complained. He didn't stay focused on the outcome of the match, which is getting the victory. But there's one man that did. That's a man that's about to celebrate the victory. We see the highlights here. There's the Unprettier connected there. 3 sweet shit music's connected. The first one a glancing blow that almost got the job done. The second one I think had the job done, but Michaels hit the crowd chanting one more time. This was the first one. You can see Michaels didn't really connect with it. He dodged the variation from Grayson Waller, run it with his own, didn't really get everything behind it. And this was the second one, after chopping the leg, sized him up, cut him fresh there. Grayson Waller was out, but the fans were chanting one more time, and heartbreaking a man of the people, busted open, dragged to deep waters, dug down deep and found a third and final Sweet chin music. But what a way to end the first Raw 2026 with the Heartbreak Kid. Kicking off the retirement run with a victory. You see the wound. But Michaels doesn't care. He gets a win. Like I said, what a way to kick off 2026. What a Raw it's been. And what a year we seemingly have ahead of us. With the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.